South Africans are once again reacting with anger after a shocking fraud case involving millions of rands meant to help struggling workers during the COVID-19 pandemic. A married couple and a relative are now facing thousands of charges after allegedly stealing more than 26 million rand from the Unemployment Insurance Fund, the UIF. COVID-19 Temporary Employee Relief Scheme, also known as TERS. According to investigators, the money was allegedly claimed using more than 700 ghost employees, people who either never worked for the company or whose identities were used without proper authorization. How sick is the world becoming? The suspects are identified as 40-year-old Fumu Mklalira Tifum Msiska, a Malawian-born permanent resident in South Africa, his wife Gladness Msiska, and Gladness' brother, Bongani Zoren Mkhonto. The trio appeared before the Mpumalanga Specialized Commercial Crimes Court after handing themselves over to the works. Authorities say the alleged fraud dates back to the height of the COVID-19 lockdown in 2020, when businesses across South Africa were struggling to survive and millions of workers depended on UIF TERS payments to feed their families. For many South Africans, the TERS fund represented hope during one of the darkest periods in modern history. Businesses were closed, jobs were lost, and entire households depended on government assistance just to survive. But investigators allege that while ordinary citizens were desperately waiting for help, this couple and the associates were allegedly running a sophisticated fraud operation behind the scenes. Authorities claim the company submitted of over 700 fake employees in order to receive UIF TERS payouts amounting to approximately 26.9 million rand. Investigators further allege that some of the identity numbers used belonged to former workers, while other identities were reportedly collected through suspicious means. According to reports, the wife's younger brother allegedly acted as a runner, helping collect identity documents and recruit people under false promises of employment. The case became even more shocking after authorities revealed where some of the money allegedly went. The works, together with the Special Investigating Unit, the UIF, and the National Prosecuting Authority's Assets Forfeiture Unit, discovered that the funds were allegedly moved through several banks' accounts linked to the suspects and the businesses. Investigators believe the money was then used to finance a lavish lifestyle. According to the Asset Forfeiture Unit, assets worth more than 31 million rand have already been identified and frozen. These assets reportedly include luxury vehicles, property, and large amounts of money sitting in bank accounts linked to the accused. Social media users were quick to react after photos of the couple began circulating online, showing them dressed in luxury clothing and appearing to live an extravagant lifestyle. Many South Africans expressed outrage, saying it is painful to see public money allegedly abused while countless citizens struggle to access UIF payments during the pandemic. On social media, some users pointed out how ordinary people spent months trying to get legitimate UIF claims approved, while others allegedly managed to steal millions from the same system. Discussions online also reflected growing frustration over corruption and fraud cases involving government relief funds. The trio now face an astonishing 4,294 counts of fraud and money laundering. And in all honesty, I don't think it's just the three of them. I think there is more people to this. The trio now faces sorry about that. Despite the seriousness of the allegations, the accused were granted bail. Fomo Msiska received bail of 300,000 rand. His wife Gladness was also granted a bail of 300,000 rands, while the brother-in-law was released on 3,000 rand bail. The matter has been postponed until July as investigations continue. Authorities say this case forms part of broader crackdown on COVID-19 relief fund corruption across South Africa. Over the past few years, several individuals and businesses have been investigated for allegedly abusing the UIFTERS system. In many cases, millions of rand meant for struggling workers were allegedly redirected into private bank accounts and luxury purchases. The Special Investigating Unit repeatedly warned that fraud involving public fund steals directly from vulnerable citizens who genuinely need assistance. For South Africans, this latest case is not just about money, it is about trust. Trust in institutions, trust in systems designed to protect workers, and trust that those responsible for corruption will eventually face justice. The case has also reignited debate around how easily large sums of money were allegedly paid out during the pandemic without stronger verification system in place. Questions are now being asked about whether enough safeguards existed at the time and whether more fraud cases connected to COVID-19 relief funds are still waiting to be uncovered. As the July court date approaches, many South Africans will be watching closely to see whether this high-profile case ends in convictions or becomes yet another corruption scandal that fades away without accountability. One thing is certain, the alleged theft of funds meant to help struggling workers during a national crisis has left many people angry, disappointed, and demanding answers. Please comment your thoughts right below and let's talk. What do you think about this whole case? Thank you so much for watching.